From the roar of the crowd to the roar of the engine, this is Pit Pass.
Pit Pass is brought to you by Aaron's of State College on the Benner Pike and by Pocono Raceway, the Tricky Triangle. Here are your hosts, Ron Fox and Jan Miller.
Hello and thanks for joining us for our first show of our fourth season of Pit Pass right here on WHVL.
We look forward to bringing you highlights, interviews, feature stories, news, and previews of upcoming events.
Now here's what's coming up on this week's show. We will have highlights of the All-Star Circuit of Champions Sprint Cars at Williams Grove Friday night. McKean County Raceway got their season underway Saturday with a running of the ULMS Super Late models. Jan catches up with Fast Freddie Raymer, who has a new ride this season. And we will preview some special upcoming events for next weekend. As we mentioned, the All-Star Circuit of Champions Sprint Cars were at Williams Grove Speedway on Friday night.
The 27 of Heffner Racing has a new driver this year after former driver Darren Pittman took on a full-time World of Outlaws ride.
We lost Darren last season to the World of Outlaws, and Lance and I had talked during the winter, and we struck a deal, and I was really pleased about it because Lance is a Central Pennsylvania legend, and I love all these guys. I wish I could have given everyone a ride, everyone that needs a ride, because this part of Pennsylvania and sprint car racing go hand in hand, and Lance, like I said, is a legend, a future Hall of Famer, and I just saw him as a really good fit, and he's working out well so far. We're having some bad luck, but I think we're getting things solved.
I'm very excited. Mike's had a good winning car last couple of years, just like we have, so I think it's a perfect marriage between all of us that's involved, and I'm really excited about this year. Some different new things that we're going to do, and I'm really looking forward once the weather breaks and we can start racing a lot more.
Okay. What kind of things are you going to be doing?
Well, we got some special trips planned for going to Knoxville ahead of time to try to get ready for the Knoxville Nationals, which it's something we've kind of had in the works for a couple of years, and it just happens to be with this deal and everything else that we can do it this year. So we're looking forward to that, so we can be prepared for Knoxville. And it's always, when new things are always nicer, it seems like neater, and just excited. It gets you pumped back up again, and so we're really looking forward to this year.
I had Darren Pittman driving my car the last few years, and we were very successful. And Lance is sort of the opposite, the anti-Darren. Darren's really animated, and Darren's pretty aggressive. Lance is quiet, calm, not to take anything away from either driver, but they both have their own styles. Darren's really good on a wet track, or was really good on a wet track, tacky track, and Lance is really good on a dry, slick track. So it's a little bit of a change for me. I see him as like almost polar opposites.
So let's see how Lance and his Heffner Racing team fared Friday night at Williams Grove for their 30-lap All-Star event. Fred Raymer would lead the field to the green with the red 83 of Tim Schaefer to his outside. Raymer gets a great jump on Schaefer, who has won the past 4 All-Star national titles. Off of 2, Raymer hugs the bottom, while Schaefer tries the high side, only to see Raymer extend his lead. Running third is the yellow 59 of Jock Hottenshield. While they run the cushion through 3 and 4, Tim Kading in the black 83 tries to catch the M1 of Mark Smith for the 4th spot. On the next lap, it's briefly 3 wide as Dewease works the outside of Chad Layton, who set fast time in the Middlesworth machine. Going into turn 1, smoke pours from Layton's ride, although he is able to maintain his speed. At the front of the field, Schaefer gets the top groove to work for him as he takes the lead from Raymer coming to the stripe. Going into 1 and 2, they maintain their lines and positions. Even as they exit 2 and streak down the backstretch, the gap is still about 4 car lengths. As they set up for turn 3, Raymer drives it in deep to retake the lead. The Steel City Bandit tries to take back the spot off of turn 4, but Raymer puts on the block as they complete the 5th lap. One driver making his way to the front was the blue 69K of Donnie Kreitz Jr. After starting 10th, here he takes the 5th position away from Kading. Hottenshield would work his way past Schaefer for 2nd and close on Raymer. Off of 2, Raymer takes away the preferred line of the Wild Child to maintain the lead. Kreitz tracked down the lead duo. Going into turn 1, He hugs the bottom to move past Hautenschild and pull even with Raymer. Down the backstretch, they are side by side. Raymer seems to have the advantage going into 3, but Kreitz makes it stick on the bottom to clear Raymer off of 4. Kreitz built up a considerable lead until the caution flew on lap 14 as Mark Smith rolls to a stop. On the restart, Kreitz opens up the gap over Raymer as they head into turns 1 and 2. On the exit, Kreitz pulls away slightly. The top 2 break away from the next group, led by the lapped machine of number 40, Caleb Helms. Schaefer and Hautenschild look high, while Kading takes the middle group. Hugging the bottom is Dewease, who moves into the 4th spot on the exit of turn 4. Alan Crimes won the B main to qualify for the show. He posted the 7th fastest time, which enabled him to start 12th. Here he has moved up to 5th with 23 laps in the books. With a couple of laps to go, Raymer has ran down Kreitz, who has encountered the tail of the field to slow down his progress. Yet Kreitz shows his strength as he powers away from Raymer, exiting 2 and heading down the backstretch. Donnie Kreitz Jr. would hold on to pick up his 55th career victory at the Grove.
Congratulations on your win, Donnie. It's been a while since you've won an All-Star.
Yeah, probably 6-7 years. It was a good win for us. We're really happy.
Well, in this race, while the top 3 were dicing it up, you seemed to creep up on them.
Yeah, we kind of caught them by surprise. The car was working really good on the bottom of the track, and those guys were running up in the middle and the top. So we got to them, and it was actually went pretty good, pretty easy.
At the restart, you were able to get a jump on Raymer, and then you were able to put quite a lead between you and he.
Yeah, you try and build up as much of a lead as you can, because I knew we were going to catch lap traffic, and it was going to be hard to get through them, and I knew he'd catch back up to me, so just needed to get as good a lead as we could.
He did give you a run for the money.
Oh yeah, and he knows what to do. He has so many wins here. He's an experienced driver, so you're always worried till the checkered flag falls.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So Donnie Kreitz Jr. picks up another All-Star Circuit of Champions victory. Fred Raymer came in second, followed by Tim Schaefer, Lance Dewease, and Alan Crimes. The ARDC Midgets were also on the card for the evening. Steve Buckwalter took the victory over Steve Dravecki, Tim Buckwalter, Ryan Greth, and Brandon Bright.
Moving from sprint cars, up next, the UMLS Super Late Models in action at McKean County Raceway.
Pit Pass returns right after this.